Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at this announcement that was posted by the official Nickelodeon animation Twitter page. And the announcement is this: we are so excited to announce the launch of Avatar Studios with co creators Mike and Brian. New adventures coming to Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus. Now, yes, guys, this is official. This isn't a joke. This is, like I said, from the official Nickelodeon animation website. This is happening. They are officially opening something called Avatar Studios that is going to be focusing primarily on making more Avatar content. Now, if I'm being honest, while at the same time I'm excited for more stories set in the Avatar universe, I am sort of a little hesitant because, we did get, while I would love another series, we did kind of, the last series we got was Korra, and if I'm being honest, again, nothing against people who enjoyed it, but I gotta be honest, like, I personally did not like Korra. I mean, I enjoyed the later seasons, season 3 and 4, more than 1 and 2, definitely. I thought 1 and 2 were just terrible, just absolutely horrible. But seasons 3 and 4 I thought were okay at best. Yeah, I definitely think the later seasons were better, but the first two seasons were terrible. And if I'm being honest, like the way it ended, like I don't understand. Like if they are going to make more series, I don't know how they're going to continue it because the way it ended, like I don't know. I'm very very curious to see what they're going to do moving forward. But who knows? I mean, maybe they're not going to make a series set in the future. Maybe they're going to go back to the past. A lot of people have been asking for an Avatar Kyoshi show, and I'm sure a lot of people were asking for shows, set with the other avatars. Uh, maybe Avatar Roku. Yeah, maybe a series telling us more about Avatar Roku. Even though we do kind of already know his story. Like they already told his story in season 3 of The Last Airbender, the show, not the movie. Ugh. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get a show that fully fleshes out his story. Like maybe we'll get to see more of his friendship with Monk Gyatso. Maybe we'll get to see more of his relationship with his teachers. I mean, I don't know. Again, some of the things that are possible are, I mean, let's just say a lot of things are possible with what this could be, with what they could do with this. I mean, a lot of people I know for a fact have been asking for, an animated adaptations of the comics. A lot of people have been really enjoying the comics. So maybe they could take those and turn them into either animated series or like short movies. I don't know. It's just, again, I think the possibilities are endless with what they could do here. Or you know what, something that I would like, I'm not gonna, now I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with me on this or not, but one thing that I would like is if they would go back and they would like do the you're sort of like the, I know there's the live action adaptation, I get that, I do, but if I'm being honest, like I would love it if they would go back and to if instead they would go back and retell the story of The Last Airbender. Is still animated, still make it 2D animated, but use the like sort of give it the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment. Like where they go back and they give it like this, like for the animation can be phenomenal from beginning to end. Not that the animation was terrible, mind you. Don't get me wrong. I'm in no way saying the animation was terrible, but like imagine what they could do with everything that's available to them now. And I get that if they make it an animated project, then yeah, it's going to take a long time. But I think the products would be worth it. I mean, and again, look, they said that they're putting this on Paramount Plus. Now that to me makes a hell of a lot of sense because look, considering that we're living in a time where every company has their own streaming service and they're competing, and Avatar, let's face it, is a big, very famous franchise or a very famous brand. So if they're to tell people that they're going to make more, that they're going to bring more content to the Avatar universe, then yeah, and it's going to be on Paramount Plus. I feel like a lot of people will subscribe to Paramount Plus just to watch this because here's the thing, I think they're CBS, last time I checked, Paramount owns CBS, right? And last time I checked, Star Trek isn't really doing so well, and a lot of people are not happy with current Star Trek. And Star Trek was, I'm guessing, was supposed to be their flagship show, and let's face it, like a lot of people are just like they're not liking modern Star Trek, and from what I know, people are just tuning out. Like hell, I know for a fact that I tried to watch the new Star Trek Discovery, and my God, I quit after a few episodes. I just couldn't take it anymore. It was so fucking boring, and none of the characters are likable. I quit. I just couldn't take it anymore. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is an article from Deadline for anyone out there who is still questioning the validity of these of whether or not this is true or not. So this was picked up by Deadline, and I've seen Variety and some of the article, quote unquote, some of the other quote unquote credible media sources have picked up this. So yeah, I think there is validity to this. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the article. The Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise is set to get even bigger. Nickelodeon is launching Avatar Studios, a division designed to create original content spanning animated series and movies based on the franchise's world. So we are going to get more animated series now. Whether or not what the content of each show will be and movies. Now, this to me is kind of interesting. Like, I wonder what movies they'll be. Oh, you know what they could do? If I'm being honest, maybe instead of an animated series, they could go back and do movies, sort of like movies based on each book. Except they could like take out some of the. Even though I like everything in this show, they could take out some of the. I guess you could say some of the extra content from the first season, and maybe just like shorten it and not take out everything, but shorten it to the point where. Like they could you could sort of get like you can get everything that you need without having to watch the entire series, even though I would recommend to anyone always to just sit down and watch the series because that's just how good it is. But again, that's just like an option I think that they could go if you want to introduce someone to the world. Like you could say, okay, well, there are these movies that you can sit down and watch, each of them are like let's say an hour and a half long, and you'll basically get the full context of the story. And if it gets them interested, with the updated animation and everything, they could go back and they could sit down and you say, you know what, I like these movies so much, I want to get the full show, I want to get the full story. So they'll sit down and actually watch the series. Even though again, I would just recommend anyone sit down and watch the series. So the original creators and executive producers Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko will run the studio as co-chief creative officers, reporting to Ramsey Naito, president of Nickelodeon Animation. Avatar Studios will produce content for platforms including Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon, as well as third-party platforms. And okay, this is interesting. Theatrical releases. Okay, this is very, very interesting. The first project, here it is. The first project is an animated theatrical film set to start production later this year. Now, again, what the story will actually be, we don't know. I don't think it's mentioned here. Nickelodeon's Avatar: The Last Airbender, which follows the adventures of the main protagonist Aang and his friends, who must save the world by defeating Fire Lord Ozai and ending the destructive war with the Fire Nation, aired for 3 seasons between 2005 to 2008. Jesus Christ, that was a long time ago. It was followed by The Legend of Korra, which launched on Nickelodeon in 2012 and ran for 4 seasons. Paramount Plus or Viacom CBS streaming event deadlines complete coverage. That's a link to something else. The property has subsequently been translated into a ongoing graphic novel series written by TV series co-creator DiMartino, a live action feature film starring the thing that shall not be named in the Avatar fan base. God, just thinking about that fucking movie. Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra have grown at least tenfold in popularity since their original hit runs on Nickelodeon, and Ramsey Naito and I are incredibly excited to have Mike and Brian's genius talent on board to helm a studio. To helm a studio devoted to expanding their characters and world into new content and format for fans everywhere, said Brian Robbins, president of Viacom CBS Kids and Family. Creator-driven stories and characters have long been the hallmarks of Nickelodeon, and that's debatable. And Avatar Studios is a way to give Mike and Brian the resources and runway to open up their imaginations even more and dive deeper into the action and mythology of Avatar, as we simultaneously expand upon that world and the world of content available on Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon, he added. And I think that's it. Yeah, there's nothing else. So yeah, that's the article. And like I said, guys, this could be good, but at the same time, like I said, I'm a little bit wondering, because again, we did get Korra. Now, look, if you are a fan of Korra, of course, more power to you, and nothing against anyone who does. But me personally, I was just not a fan of the show. Again, like I said, I did like seasons 3 and 4 more than seasons 1 and 2, but like for me, they did not hit the level of the Last Airbender series. I don't know, and not to mention they're not gonna have. Oh God, what was his name? Why am I blanking out on his name? Aaron Ehas, yeah, they're not going to have Aaron Ehas there. I mean, I don't know if he is, because, well, let's face it, he's working on his own show with Justin Richmond, The Dragon Prince, for anyone who doesn't know, which I do recommend you go watch it. It's on Netflix. And yeah, I know a lot of people are kind of soured on Netflix, but if you could put that aside for now and just go watch either The Dragon Prince, either it's on Netflix or, I don't know, maybe you have your own platform depending on where you are that has The Dragon Prince, which I do recommend you watch. Seriously, it's very, very good. Okay, not perfect. I do have my qualms with it, but overall, I do think it's a really good show, and I'm excited again to see where that show goes. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, Aaron Ehaus was a big, big part of The Last Airbender, and one of the reasons why it was so good, like it was him, Brian, and Mike that made that show so good. Well, again, and the other people, of course. Oh, Jeremy Zuckerman, of course, with the soundtrack, that awesome, just beautiful soundtrack, just one of the best soundtracks I've heard in any show. So yeah, again, I'm wondering, like, even though this is good, if they're not going to have Aaron Ehaus and Jeremy Zuckerman there, well, maybe they will there. I mean, I know Jeremy Zuckerman came back to work on the live action the live action TV show. Well, oh yeah, no, let's not forget Sifu Norris, who helped with the choreography for the for the fight scenes. So yeah, I'm wondering, like, again, even though Brian and Mike are going to be there, I'm wondering if maybe the other people who helped them create The Last Airbender and made it so good, I'm wondering if maybe they're going to be there or not. So, but yeah, again, like I said, I'm looking forward to see what they produce. I mean, especially since they said that the first thing that they were going to make was a theatrical film. So I'm wondering, hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, here it is. The first project is an animated theatrical film. So I'm wondering if, like, when you say theatrical film, I'm expecting it to look like an actual theatrical film set in the Avatar universe. And it's going to be animated. I feel like, okay, I feel like the reason why they're doing this is because they know for a fact that a lot of people were not happy about the live action movie. Seriously, I don't think there's anyone out there who likes that film. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. That movie was just so horrible, just terrible in every way. Excuse me, throat got a little parched. Anyway, I think that I covered everything I wanted to talk about. So yeah, there it is. That's everything I wanted to say, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of this announcement, and what are you excited for when it comes to the possibilities of new either films or series that are that are going to be taking place in the Avatar universe to expand the world and the mythology, like they said. And what do you think the story is going to be for for this theatrical animated film that they're going to be making first? Let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And guys, as always, if you like the video and if you like what I do here, please click on the like button and share the video, and please subscribe, because let me tell you something. The second we see any content coming out of this, I will be covering it right here on my channel. So if you are looking forward to that, please remember to click on the subscribe button, or just hit the subscribe button if you just like what I do here, and if you really just want to show your support for my channel and the topics that I cover here. So that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and please join me for the next video. Take care, and bye for now.